So we are, where do we go here? There we go. Here's our address, 681 East Valley Chase Road, Bloomfield Hills. So we are in the sewer line. We're at the city tap here, and I'm going to record everything on our way back. So Cody's going to go nice and slow. We do have clay line. Did you see any other material in there? And we're going to be looking at all the different stress cracks that are within the line. Looks like you got a little bit of sludge and debris, as well as calcium buildup around some of these joints that will probably be pretty consistent on our way back here. A little bit of root I'm starting to see there, very tiny bit. That's not a major factor. That's at a joint, so I'm not terribly worried about that. But what I am worried about is when we come to these cracks. Here we go. All right. So do you see all this here? It looks like a spider web. Mm-hmm. So that is the cracking that we're talking about. And it's like if you ever put your fingernail up against a clay pot, flower pot, right? You start to pick at the edge of it. It starts to really deteriorate and start to fall apart. And it's the same idea here. This is clay line. So any excessive or stress that can be put on this, it's not a matter of if it'll fail, it's a matter of when.
So it's going to.
It's going to. So when we see this, we obviously, the next thing we're looking for is, are there any chunks and things missing out of it? But this is now you're at a point where you're either going to bladder, do a stint line through it, or you're just going to dig it up and replacement.
It's all the way.
It's all the way now. I'm going to recommend that it gets replaced with PVC, and it gets dug out from the house to all the way to the city tap. This is very excessive.
It is. Just about the whole line. It has, I'd say, the last 15 feet or so is good.
So.
And it's about 60, 70 foot line.
Yeah, so right now we're back into the cast iron, it looks like.
That's
A
it.
little bit of calcium buildup there that can be scraped out.
The majority of the 70-foot line is
heavily
compromised.
compromised.